Hi, guys, and welcome to the Tuesday live podcasty thing, whatever Jamie decides to call it. Anyway, before we go on, let me introduce my co-host, the amazing Mr. Wayne Goodman, Mr. G.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, let me put my headphone in. I heard that, but am I up?
I'm all right. I need a haircut. Look at that.
You
I
do
don't
need. I need a haircut as well. Not that I've got. I think it's this one that needs cutting.
know.
That one just there. But
I'll see you
congratulations are in
ones.
order.
Thank you very much. Yes, well, it's been a while, hasn't it? Because that's like 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well, no, about 5 weeks ago. 5 weeks ago. Yeah. So I proposed to my beautiful fiance. She wasn't my fiance then; she was my girlfriend. Jamie Dawes caught it all on camera. Thank you, Jamie.
He did.
And yeah, it was a beautiful day, lovely day with lots of people. Yourself was there, and it was a beautiful day. And yeah, and also congratulations to you on your daughter's third wedding.
Third wedding. Yeah, to the same person, I
Yeah,
reckon.
to the same person. Yeah, we
Yeah.
should. We should.
Yeah. No, it was amazing. It was my first Indian wedding, and I hope it isn't the last. Well, I hope it is with Holly, but it was it was phenomenal. It was really, really good. But Harry and Emilio are still stuck abroad.
Yes,
Yeah. So, which
Harry,
means
Harry was supposed to be back at the weekend, wasn't he?
Harry was supposed to be back Saturday, but his flight got cancelled and it's now rearranged for this coming Saturday. Um, Emilio was supposed to be back last Wednesday and his was rearranged to the 31st of the month.
My goodness.
So, an extra 3 weeks out there. He's had to stay, or he's having to stay. And I think it's because there's so many of them in his party. There's 9 of them in Emilio's party. So obviously trying to fit them all on one plane when everyone's trying to, travel everywhere. So yeah, it's but little bit of news update. Obviously, that means Print by Magic has been, because it's only Emilio and Harry that know how to use the software. So hopefully it will be up and running again next week. But it won't be at full speed until Emilio gets back, because obviously Harry can only do so much because he's in the shop as well. So, yeah.
Shall we just say very quickly that if you have made an inquiry for Print by Magic, they're obviously not being ignored. They will
Yeah.
be addressed. And we'll put a reply come back to you, as and when. But there is a bit of a backlog now, so please be patient and just understand that there's not a lot we can do, but we are going to get through it all.
Yeah, we certainly are. And I just want to say, I've just seen the birthday boy appear up here. Happy birthday
Yeah, happy birthday, Joshua.
to the one and only Joshua. Happy birthday, mate. Thank you so much for joining us. So we haven't had a live for what did you say, 6 weeks? 7
Uh,
weeks?
I think you had one at the beginning of February, but that was after I got engaged. But I wasn't on it because I was travelling up to Blackpool. That
Right.
was the Tuesday, the 10th. Or I was in Blackpool. I travelled up on the Monday, so I was actually in Blackpool.
And
Um,
we travelled up on the Tuesday, so I don't think there was one then.
oh, maybe up there.
Because Blackpool was brought forward a day, it meant we had to go a day earlier. And we usually have the guys do the the takeover, the Magic Allen Society, but we couldn't even do that. We just didn't have any time.
Yeah.
So hopefully next year that will happen again. That's always a fun day. But yeah, there's been a lot happening. There's a lot happening. So seeing this is our first one since Blackpool, it was a sort of different Blackpool for you this year, because the last couple of years you've been a dealer up there.
I've been a dealer, yeah. So this year was. I mean, I really enjoyed it. Um, so I had my job with Alakazam doing the emails and things like that. So I carried on doing that for the whole week I was up there. In the morning, I would find myself somewhere to perch, and I would do the emails until I finished. It was nice to wander around. Yeah, it was just to wander around and go and look at the stands and not have any, it was yeah, very different but very enjoyable. And like Tracy and I had a few wanders around the dealers hall, seeing old friends, making new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. It was all right. It wasn't, you know, uh, um, I mean, I'd been going to Blackpool for years anyway, so it wasn't a wow.
Uh, yeah, it wasn't a new experience for you
I
because
did.
you.
I'm going to say this. I did miss not being behind the stand. I
Yeah.
did miss not having that talking to people, but then also I got to chat to people for longer. I didn't have to worry about selling. I could just enjoy myself. We could just chat about everything. It was all right. It was nice. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
So, did you manage to go and see any lectures or anything?
Yeah, I saw. So yes, I did. I saw one.
What did
Uh,
you see?
I saw and he is amazing. I thought he was really, really good. And I've actually just announced him for the Shindig this year. I went and saw Vinny Sagu.
Yeah, Vinny's great.
He's great. His opening trick in the lecture was amazing. It's a very clever principled trick. Very, very cool. Very, very clever. Very, very magical. And just so easy. It felt like cheating. You watch him do it, and you think this shouldn't be this easy.
Yeah.
So that was really, really good. And I saw one show as well. I saw the Jack Rhodes show.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
Jack's great.
I
Jack's
thought it was
great.
very, very cool. He did a lovely bit where he talks to his future self on screen, and then later on in the show, he has a crisis of emergency, and he phones his past self, and he has the same conversation back. It's so well scripted and so well done, and it's just an absolute. It was beautiful to behold. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, his whole show was great.
He truly is something special, Jack. With his video editing skills as well. He's.
He's
Did
also
you ever see his Doctor? Is it Doctor Strange?
no,
You haven't seen his Doctor Strange video,
no,
right? As soon as this is done,
right,
Doctor Strange is the one with the
yeah, yeah,
portals.
the portals, yeah,
As soon as we're done here, I'm going to send you a link.
okay.
It is amazing, absolutely amazing.
You seen it? No, I
Yeah,
have got something here with me.
Lee must have seen it. I'm sure we've watched it in the shop, Lee, where he's chucking the Rubik's Cube in one portal and it's coming out the other. It's phenomenal. And he does, after he filmed that as well, he filmed another one showing you how he did it all. But to actually watch it, and he's doing it live as well. So he's talking to people on Zoom, and I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'll send you the link. It's
Yeah.
absolutely incredible. And guys, if you're listening to this, if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. Jack Rhodes, Doctor Strange video. Honestly, it's brilliant. So there's been some other big news that come out yesterday, and that
Oh
is
yes.
the very smug masked magician has been unmasked.
So
So
this just came out of nowhere, didn't it?
it did, and if you guys haven't seen the video on that, you've got to watch it. It's genius.
I think the guy is a professional,
Yeah,
like private investigator style computer genius, ethical
yeah,
hacker.
like computer forensics or something.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's called OSIN, isn't it? Open Source Investigating.
yeah,
And it reminded me of the Netflix show that Don't F with Cats.
yes. Except he's doing it all on his own. Um, and the bit that amazed me was when he went, I've literally trawled through thousands of his videos, and you're like, and he's doing it sped up, and you're looking
Yeah,
at it and you're going, wow, this guy really knows what he's looking for every single clue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Really, really good.
But so, yeah, a couple of people saying they saw it and it's fascinating. So let me ask, this is a good question actually for the podcast. What do you think of that guy? What do you think of the masked magician? Do you think, or masked magic it is, isn't it? It's not magician, because the magician was the TV guy. So what do you think of it? Do you think it's... Well, there's a couple of things here at play, right? One of them is, do you feel that exposing magic on a social platform like that is bad for magic? You know, some people will go, it don't really matter, no one remembers. But there's another thing here as well, and that is he is exposing effects that creators make a living from. So I know he's exposed like The Pain Game by John Allen and a few other things like that. So there's actually two levels to this. One is standard exposure. Do you think exposure harms magic in any way? And I will say, years and years ago, The Masked Magician, the TV one, done a street magic special where basically he performed all of the effects that David Blaine done on his first street magic, so the rising cards, the cigarette through coin and stuff like that. I was doing a gig not long after that program was on, and I was doing cigarette through card, and this is the only time it's ever happened, but one person I performed to said, oh, it's like the coin with a spring, isn't it? Now, even though I sort of convinced him it wasn't, because obviously I turned the card over, it's his signed card and this, that and the other, that thought was still there. So people saying that people don't remember, I don't think that's 100% right. I think once, and I think we've probably experienced this, I know I certainly have, where someone believes they've got a method to a trick. Now, whether that method's right or wrong, if they believe it,
yeah,
that's it. And the problem is with, in my opinion, with something like the exposure thing, people can relate a method that they've seen to a trick that isn't obviously that method. And magicians do it a lot as well, where, you know, you'll go on a forum and you'll show a trick and someone will go, oh, he's obviously using R&S. And you're going, but even if I was, that wouldn't allow me to do what just happened, or it wouldn't allow him to do what just happened. But people grab hold of whatever method they've seen and sort of try and relate it. And the problem is, if they believe they know how it's done, that's it. That's all you need, I think.
I had a line that I used to use with the Masked Magician, where I would say to people who go, oh, they still do say it now, the older generation, they go, oh, you must have hated that Masked Magician. And I would say, he didn't reveal any magic.
Yeah.
He didn't give away any secrets. And they go, yeah, he did. And I said, okay, look at the one where he's hiding behind the pillow and then they pull the sheet up and he appears. I'm like, that would never work on a stage because you've got an audience on three sides of you looking in. So they would see him stood there. I said, what is magic? Magic is showing you something and making you believe something else. And what has he done? He's shown you something and made you believe that's how the tricks are done.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
a lot of time people would go, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I used to, my standard thing was, you know, the tricks that he's saying is exposing are copyrighted, so he can't do it, so they're making up their own methods.
Yeah.
You know, and then people go, oh, right, yeah. Which does sort of make sense to them. Right, a few people have messaged back. So let me have a look.
Can I ask a question?
Sorry, mate.
Can I ask a question?
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah. Why am I taking up the whole screen?
Oh, because
Why have you zoomed in just on me now? Where are you? Where have you gone?
I was doing. So let me have a look here. Um, right. So a lot of people saying, yeah, it's not good. Magic is more than knowing the method; it's performance and patter too. That's Nigel Jennings. I think you're right, Nigel. The issue, like I said, is we know. I remember years ago performing at a local restaurant, and there was this lovely old lady there, and I'm sure I've told this story before. And I finished my set, and she went, "Oh, you were so good." She goes, "But I did see the stuff go up your sleeve." Nothing went up my sleeve. So I said, "Oh, well, let me show you something else," and I'll roll my sleeves up. And I rolled my sleeves up, showed her something else, and she went, "Oh, you're so good." But I still saw it, And the fact is, once they've got it in their head, they're not looking for anything else. They've got the answer. That's the issue, isn't it? If they think they know how it's done,
Then that's it.
That's it. That's it. Um,
I think what was that? Do you say was that Nigel Jennings said that? Said that
yeah,
comment. Yeah, I think something else based on that a lot of people don't get, and a lot of people, even magicians, don't. Not all magicians understand this either. Is that to be good at what we do isn't just knowing how the trick is done. It's about the pattern, the presentation. And when someone like the masked magic or the masked magician or any of those kind of people do their stuff, they're reducing what we do down to just a method, when
yeah,
in fact it's so much more than just a method. Yeah, you've got to know the method of the trick, but that doesn't mean you can go out and. I had this with my older brother once, and he was like, "Oh, I could do what you do. I know how the trick's done." And I said, "Go on, then go and do it." And he stammered and he stuttered and he gave up after about 10 seconds.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you might know how the trick is done. You might know the method because you've seen me here doing it, but it doesn't mean you know how how to do the trick, how to get
No,
it across
no,
to the
and
audience.
that's 100% correct, and that's what Nigel was saying as well. There's a lot more to a trick, but the problem is anyone that's watching that video to work out how it's done or anything else or wants to know, they don't care about the time we put into the presentation, the performance. They just want to know the mechanics. Just
Yeah,
show me how that rubber band goes through another rubber band. Show me how that pen goes through that card. Show me how this happens. They just want that, so they're not going to be fooled. It's that sort of thing, and you'll find that people that are like that as well are more often than not the type of people that will call it out when you're performing. And luckily that very rarely happens. Very rarely happens, I think.
I see it quite a lot when I perform in Cambridge.
Really.
Yeah, and a lot of the Cambridge people, especially the ones, is when I do because I do a lot of college gigs and stuff like that, and not for the Japanese students, they're lovely, but for the English students, like the big Cambridge colleges and universities, because they have, and also adults in Cambridge, because they have a fear of looking stupid. If you do a trick and it fools them,
Yeah.
they're worried it will make them look stupid in front of their friends. When in fact, if they just kept quiet and allowed the trick to happen, and if the performer's competent, they'll make it in a way that it doesn't make you look stupid. It makes it entertaining and fun,
Yeah.
rather than it's not me versus you, which is again where people fall down.
Yeah.
But you're right. And as soon as they've got the method, nothing else, it's reduced just down to that. Nothing else matters.
Yeah.
It's like saying the Mona Lisa. Yeah, well, he just slapped some paint on a canvas.
Yeah.
What's so special about that? You know, anyone can do that. Anyone can put paint on canvas.
That's a good analogy as well, really, and it is true. It boils down to, and what they do is they boil it down to a method and the mechanics, and the problem is as well, the thing that hated about it was the smugness.
Yeah.
That's what really gets me. It's like, it's just that. And you just think, oh, that's horrible. I know, I don't agree with people exposing magic, especially when they are creations that creators make a living from, because it's not yours to divulge. If I was to create all my own stuff and I wanted to expose it, I wouldn't, but if I wanted to, then surely that's my choice.
That's what Penn and Teller used to do, didn't they, with that rocket ship trick?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they created that. They, it was completely, theirs. They did all the making it so they could drag themselves onto the stage and everything else. The rolling over Teller in a 10-ton truck, with fake tires. That was 100% theirs. And everyone's going, oh, they're giving away the secrets. Well, no, that's theirs to give away. That's part of their show. I think maybe it did set a bit of a precedent, but
yeah, it's weird how the exposure thing has got so big. I mean, you had Justin Flom doing it. I think he's moved away from exposing magic now. He's doing more stencil work and weird stuff like that. But Rick Lax, you had a big group of them from Las Vegas. It was like the Rick Lax posse who were, making a fortune. That's the thing. At the end of the day, they are doing it for money.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They are doing it for money. But it'll be interesting to see. If you haven't watched the video of how that guy found out who the masked magic was, go check it out, because the video is fascinating in its own right.
Yeah, he's not a magician, is he?
No.
He's a friend with somebody who's a magician and
Yeah.
said, can you track this guy down? And he went, right, challenge accepted. So yeah, it's an absolute masterclass in digital forensics, and
Yeah.
it's not nowhere near as boring as that terminology sounds. It is amazing to watch it.
Yeah. So Magic Man said, do you think the guy being exposed will stop him? Now, the thing is, I don't think it will stop him, because if he's making money from it, I presume he'll carry on. But the one thing that it will stop, I think, is if he truly loves magic and he truly loved being part of the community, and, he's already been banned from Blackpool. So if he was someone that went to Blackpool every year, that isn't happening anymore. So I can see him probably losing the community around him and, everything we enjoy about magic. That's all going to go now.
I don't recognise. I mean, I had one of his profiles on my Facebook. He's now gone. But again, in later years, if he wanted to start releasing his own stuff, that won't happen now, because he'll forever be tarnished with that. If he's a member of a local magic club, he's in Italy as well. And if it's anything like Spain, I mean, Spain is very, very structured with their magic.
Yeah.
If somebody gets ostracized from the club, that's them done. That can affect their performances and their shows. And if this guy's doing shows through an agency that's run by a magician, and the magician sees that and goes, yeah, you're not working for me anymore, that can affect his livelihood there as well. And I mean, there are repercussions to it. There are big repercussions.
Yeah. Nigel Jennings said the funny thing was he went through all that detective work and then got his name by sending him some money on Patreon, which is true, isn't it? Because right at the end, he puts it in, he went, should have just done that.
Should have just done that, yeah.
Which was great.
It was fascinating to see that process. It was fascinating to see the lengths and measures that he went to
yeah.
Because he said, look, we've got this guy. This is the guy. We're 90% sure, but before we say anything, we've got to find that final nail. We've got to find the one that's going to.
Yeah.
And so now we've got to. So it wasn't just a witch hunt. It was a proper investigation into making sure he's the correct person.
Yeah. And there
Yeah.
was, you know, he's actually, when you watch him, he's actually a very good magician. You know, his sleight of hand is good and very smooth and everything else. And I know he's a performing magician because there's little clips on there of him performing. So, yeah, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one to see what's going to happen. Someone said he had closed down his Facebook profile, but I don't think he has. I
No,
think he's still on there. I think he may have made it private.
he had 3 profiles.
Right.
I've not checked the other 2, but yeah, because he had the Mago Mask one, which he's not going to close that down because he's making too much profit. And he had the Mago Dominique one, which was the one that I was friends with. But you look on his friend list. I mean, I looked on his friend list, and he's friends with everybody. You know, I know on Facebook, you know, you get people adding you all the time and stuff. You don't necessarily know these people, but yeah, he is friends. He's right in the core of it with everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Going back to Blackpool, did you see anything? Or I think for me, the trick, I almost bought one, but I didn't, mainly because I've got a wedding to pay for now. But I think you got one, was the close-up mat with the smoke.
I didn't get one. When I went
didn't
up
get
to
one?
when I went up to get one, it was sold out.
So if you go to Blackpool, there was this close-up mat, and the guy puts he has you choose a ESP symbol, so whichever one he wants to do, and then he puts his hand on a close-up mat, and smoke starts billowing out underneath his hand, and he takes his hand away, and all of a sudden, the smoke kind of gets sucked back in like half a millimeter or so, and then comes out again. But now it's in the shape. The smoke is literally in the shape of 3 wavy lines or a triangle. Or I saw him do it. He had 2 objects. You put it on the table. You're thinking of one of them, and the smoke comes out, and it suddenly forms the shape of an arrow pointing at the item that you chose. And there's playing cards, and it was probably one of the closest things to real magic I've seen in a long
It
time.
looked phenomenal. I mean, we are trying to get them into stock. I had a chat with the creator while we were there, and he was saying in about 6 weeks, 7 weeks. So I'm going to email him. The only problem is his business card is blank until you stand out in the sun for 15 minutes and then the details appear on it.
Nice.
We haven't had much sun for a while, so I've got to wait and do that. So, but yeah, I mean, we bought back a lot of stuff from Blackpool. We have a lot of the foreign dealers will approach us towards the end of Blackpool and say, look, you know, we've got this stock left behind. Do you want to take it? Because we don't want to take it back, so we end up buying the stock from them, and we tend to do that every year with people like sort of Hanson Chen and Merchant de Trucks and people like that. And we had a lot of great stuff that sold out very, very quickly, actually. One of the ones that everyone seemed to go wild for was that fast loosen rubber band.
Yes.
We've got another 100 of those coming in the next day or so. So if you've been waiting for one and you haven't filled in the notify me box, go and do it, because I know we've got 100 coming in and there's already 125 people that have signed up to notify me.
This was another instant sellout at Blackpool.
Oh, did you get one?
Yeah, well, we ordered one, so he measured my hands, and then it arrived this week. And as soon as we saw it, Tracy said, "Yeah, that's very you." Yeah, you take a pair of scissors.
Hang on. I'm going to bring you full screen.
You just there you go. So you got a pair of scissors, and you say, "Watch this." You shouldn't play with scissors because oh, hold on, there it is.
Yeah,
oh
don't
no,
do it
that way. There we go. Got to push the camera. Yeah, boom. So you can have it like that, or I quite like it hold on, like that.
Yeah. It looks great, doesn't it?
I think this is my favourite way.
The first way looked great.
Yeah, so this way is really good. So if I bring the camera, and then you can really show it from pretty much all the angles. And this isn't magnetized on. It's just it's just absolutely beautiful. So it's David Stone, and then you can when you take it off, and it's David Stone, but by Hanson Chen. And I'm still playing around with it, but yeah, it's beautiful. But this sold out.
Yes,
In
very quickly.
well, the doors open at 9 o'clock. Tracy took her half an hour to get in. She went straight to the Hanson Chen stand to get it for me, and it was sold out.
Yeah, yeah, they sold out very quickly, very, very quickly. Let me have a look. 'Cause there's a few.
I got this as well. Can you see that?
Oh, is that the blue fur?
No, it's the SB.
Right.
So if you name a time for me, just name a time.
Let's go 6:42.
6:42. Any reason why you said that time?
That's usually the time that I finish my dinner. We would have fed Buddy because Harry's away, and we'll be sitting down to watch some telly.
Well, right here on my watch right now, it's going to be upside down, but it's
nice.
6:42.
Nice.
And then I can make it. There we go, back to the normal time. And what I really liked about this one, compared to other ones that I've seen, is you can wear this one like a normal watch, and it will function as a normal watch, and work completely fine, which is really good. Yeah, I quite like it.
Jamie Williams said someone told him that those mats, the temperature needed to make the smoke, will melt the 3D plastic inside, so he didn't get one.
Oh. I don't know about that.
So Magic Man said, did you buy any UK exclusive rights at Blackpool? So there were a few items that we had the exclusive on for a while. One of them is that Fast Loose and Rubber Band. The other one we had was that Karatsuke, which we got more coming in. That was lovely. So simple, but really good. Really nice props.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that was really good. There was a few others we had as well, but they sold out. We sent out an email and they sold out so quick. I'm trying to think, because the day we got back from Blackpool, I sent out an email on one product and it wasn't a cheap product. I'm trying to think what it was. And we sold out in like an hour. And we had a decent amount of them as well. But all the Blackpool stuff sold very, very well.
There was a nice feeling at Blackpool this year as well. Everyone seemed to be, there was no, not that there really ever is, but no aggravation. There was no, particularly, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It just seemed to be a really nice feeling around the convention. Everyone seemed to be.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. I felt that ever since the end of lockdown. I felt that Blackpool has changed back to sort of like the good old days of everyone just having fun, everyone being excited. It started to become very negative, I felt, and nothing to do with the Blackpool Convention.
No,
but the attitudes. I remember before lockdown, I remember these discussions on the Magic forums where people were going, yeah, my plan is I'm not going to spend a penny in the dealer's hall. And everyone's going, yeah, I'm not going to spend. And I'm thinking, when I used to go to Blackpool as a punter, all I wanted to do was walk around the dealer's hall and buy some new Magic. I can't think of anything better than getting something. I mean, I bought myself stuff there, like I do every single year, and I love it.
How did you find the extra day?
Hard work. The older I'm getting, the more I'm feeling it. I tell you. So yeah, it was hard work.
I didn't lose my
Financially,
voice. I didn't
you
lose my voice this year.
you what?
I didn't lose my voice this year.
No, no, that was the thing, and I didn't, thankfully. I will say, Harry is a different animal now. Harry is a demmer. He will work. He will dem. I don't know if you were part of Alakazam when Harry had his first stand thing, like his first go behind the stand, and where he was obviously, nervous and everything. He's a completely different kettle of fish now. If there's someone that you like, Mason, without a doubt, is the world's best
Yeah.
magic demonstrator. Closely followed, I would say, by Magic Ballet, who is once again absolutely awesome. I think Harry could be up there. I think he could be up there because he's got that banter. He's got that. And it's more, like we said, it's more about
Him.
him.
About who he is and talking to people, and not about what you're showing.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. And
he could get up there and show 12 different white socks and people would buy them.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And so it was hard work doing the 4 days. Did it
It was
make...
quite nice, but from my side of things, it was quite nice seeing people like Craig, like Dave loosely jumped on for a while.
Yeah,
Simon Litkin, I think, knocked it out of the park.
yeah.
I think Simon I mean, you couldn't get him, you couldn't get rid of him, could you? I
No,
mean, he was,
yeah. I mean, it was. It's a weird thing. Sort of demonstrating is not like performing.
no.
They're two different things. They're two different animals. So when Simon come over, we said, more than welcome to jump on. I don't know. I've never really demonstrated magic before, and we said, just give it a go, see what you think, because it is different, and the psychology is different, and you've got to get yourself into a different state as well, because you're performing to magicians. You're not performing to lay people. It's a different kettle of fish. But Simon got on the stand, and by the time he finished the first day, he said, "Oh my God!" He said, "I absolutely loved it." And then the next day he come on and he didn't leave the stand at all. He was on there all day, and it's very addictive because you're speaking to people, you're having a laugh with people, you're non-stop doing magic. I mean, if you think about it, from 9 till 5, we are constantly demonstrating magic
Well,
tricks.
you're always the last stand to have people leaving.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, it's very good. But it is, when Russ first told me that it was going to be 4 days, I thought that's fine, because usually we would travel up on a Wednesday, we set up on a Thursday, and then we've got to leave the stand, and then you start selling on the Friday. So I thought, well, that's fine. We can travel up Wednesday, set up Thursday morning. And by the time we're set up, we're always sort of raring to go anyway. The stand's set up. You want to start selling. But then Russ said, no, we can't have people setting up on the Thursday. So it meant we had to go up an extra day. So there's a lot more expense, a lot more time and everything else. But it's Blackpool, It's a chance for us to meet our customers. Some of them we've never met before in person, see some old friends. It gives us a chance as well to film some trailer footage. It gives us a chance to work some tricks in. Talking about that, I've got a little quick trailer to play.
Oh.
So shall I play that quickly?
Yeah.
Okay, and you'll see this was actually filmed at Blackpool, so it's a nice little segue in.
Nice.
Here we go.
Hi there, my name is Alexis de la Fuente and I'm here at the Blackpool Magic Convention to show you my new trick, Stamper. So I have a few blank cards, they are blank on both sides, and actually they are self-printing cards, so those are all white and blank from both sides. Stamper is a very easy to do packet trick, very visual. People will see and feel the cards changing right in front of their eyes. So I created Stamper because I love printing tricks. But most of them require a table, are very difficult in handling and don't make any sense. I wanted something easy to do. People could handle all the cards at the end and feel the ink morphing on the cards. It's quick, visual and easy to do. Also, multiple handlings are taught. So even if you're a beginner, you will be able to perform Stamper right away. I'm Alexis de la Fuente, and this is Stamper.
So
nice.
That is Stamper. We've got a live launch for Stamper next Wednesday. So make sure you join us for that. But this coming Thursday, we have got a special launch for Sentinel by Adam Dadswell. Now, what's going to make this launch different is we're going to give you a complete unboxing, and we're even going to expose and explain the gimmick, how it works and everything. This thing is genius. So simple, but so clever. Beautifully made as well. So that's happening this Thursday, 7 o'clock, Facebook and YouTube. And that's Sentinel by Adam Dadswell, which is part of a new initiative that Alakazam are starting up called Alakazam Spotlight, where we've had a lot of manufacturers approach us that want us to take on their product exclusively. And we're basically in the process now. Each product's going to be hand-picked, so we're not going to have everything going through the Spotlight, but we're going to choose products that we truly believe in, and we are going to become sort of pretty much the exclusive representative for that product. So you're going to see a few of those happening coming up over the months and years, hopefully.
So we've talked Blackpool, we've talked Print by Magic. Anything happening with the 1914?
Yes, there is actually, because one of the tricks we had at Blackpool that we did sell out on was Simon Lipkin's. That's what he was demonstrating behind the stand. Simon's Castle wallet. So that is due for official release probably mid to end of April. We have, if you're a 1914 fan and you like their Eclipse cards, we actually had a cheeky pre-release of the Eclipse gaff deck. They're available on the 1914 website. There's no instructions for them now, but it will explain to you exactly what you get in the pack. So it's double faces, double backers and everything else. The official release to those will be probably June, July. But we have got a few packs left. They're going to go by the end of this week. Once they're gone, we're going to take it off the site until it's officially released. But there's also already actually a review of them have gone up on the website. Someone bought a pack and done an unboxing and a bit of a review on them. That's already on YouTube. You can check that out. But they're on the 1914 website. But there's a lot happening with the 1914. There's the Castle wallet coming out. There's a brand new effect after the Castle wallet, there'll be an effect by Harry coming out. Then there is another sort of peak device by D. Christopher, which I absolutely love. I'm not sure if I've shown you it.
Maybe. Is it the
but
little?
That's coming out at the end of the year, I think. Well, there's a couple. So anyway, but there's we've got this year's releases for the 14 pretty much sorted. We're always looking for new stuff as well. So if you are a creator and you feel that your effect would suit either Alakazam or the 1914, please get in touch. But there was a few questions come in actually. When is the Castle wallet available? Probably the end of April. And the bolt through deck. It's actually called the deck penetration, and we're hoping they're going to be available at the end of June. So that's where we've penciled in the release. Now, the reason why it's so far away is because the decks just take so much work to make. And I will say, I had a discussion. It's Steve-O Watson makes all the decks by hand. I think they take 2 hours to make. And we've been through 3 prototypes with Steve-O. The first one was so perfect that it didn't work. or didn't work as well as it should. But that was because it was so perfect. The second one was the opposite. And I said to Steve-O, you've got to go back to the drawing board. The third one, which is the one we had at Blackpool, and I said this to Steve-O this morning, I think is better than Rob's.
Wow.
And that takes a lot to say. You know how much I adore Rob's work. And Rob's was perfection. I think Steve-O's pips it at the post. And that's a hard thing for me to say. But I truly believe it. And there's one thing that makes me say that, which I'll explain to you after. But yeah, I think, I mean, they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. And the boxes we've had made are now, instead of just being a shiny black plastic, we've had them covered in like a faux leather. Yeah, so they're really nice. The deck penetrations are beautiful, but they do take a long time to make. Hence, the actual official release won't be till June. We may have a handful at the Alakazam convention.
I think Steve-O has pretty much established himself now as one of the best gimmick makers in the industry.
Yeah, well, there's only 2 that I trust, and there's 2 that we're working with now full time, and that is Steve-O Watson and John Fox from Australia. And both of those guys are both working on projects for us, both working on Bromley stuff and non-Bromley stuff for us at the moment. And they're both phenomenal because of the care they put in to what they're doing. John Fox makes the Sharpie through cards for me. You know, so you can see by the quality of those that, and once again, you know, it took 4 or 5 samples to get it right. And I think the big problem is people look at Bromley's thing and go, oh, I've got another way of doing this. It will be simpler and it will be this, this and this. But then they do it and then it doesn't work as well. And the thing that you have to explain, or I have to explain to these people, is there is a reason why. Believe me, Bromley would have tried everything you're trying. Do you know what I mean? He would have been there, he would have done it, he would have had the T-shirt. So just deconstruct what Rob done and do that. Because, you know, Rob was no fool. When it comes to, there's never been a better card engineer than Bromley. You know, I still maintain that. His stuff was phenomenal. Now, people like John Fox and people like Steve-O, they're dissecting Rob's work and they're recreating it.
They respect the original thoughts and work on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, let me have a look.
We are fast approaching the end.
Oh, Dan Ragg said he loved his deck penetration and fooled himself when he opened it in Blackpool. And it's true. You will fool yourself. If you buy a deck penetration and watch the video before you perform it, especially the first bit where I tell you how to operate it, when you open the box and there's just a full deck in there with no hole, you'll fool yourself, without a doubt. It is, honestly, it's superb. Oh, Darren Bain said he's got the deluxe deck penetration. Yeah. So the deluxe one we released a few years ago, and it was with a beautiful wooden box and everything else. They are very hard to get hold of now. I think there was only 100 made or something like that. So they are a collector's piece, without a doubt. They were magic wagon.
While you're looking at that, can I do a shameless plug?
You certainly can do a shameless plug. What would you like to plug?
Well, we're fast approaching the Alakazam convention, but then after that, it's full steam ahead to the Newmarket Shindig, which tickets are on sale for now over at my page wgmagicshop.com. We've announced our first lecturer, so we've got Vinny Segu, who's going to be our first lecturer.
Brilliant.
Not necessarily today. I'm very, very pleased with that. I had a great chat with him at Blackpool. I'm looking forward to having another great chat with him very soon. We've got more dealers this year, only a couple more, but more dealers.
Yeah.
4 lectures and a show, and it's shaping up to be the best one yet. So grab your tickets now.
Well, I will say it was such an enjoyable day. So chilled, so relaxed, everyone just chatting to everyone. In fact, that's the feeling I want for the Alakazam convention. It's that sort of chilled out vibe and everyone just being very welcoming to everyone else. Because, you know, if you're coming to the Alakazam convention or you're going to the Shindig, it might be your first convention. You might not know that many people. But don't be afraid to go up and start talking, join a group. Or if you're too shy, come and find either me or Wayne or someone like that, and we'll introduce you to people. Because it is such a great place to meet like-minded people. It was great. We really enjoyed the Shindig. And like me and Jenny did, we loved it. It was a great weekend away. And we'll definitely be attending this year if we're here.
Can I just add?
We are. Yeah.
I just remember this. Can I just add my highlight of Blackpool?
Yeah.
My absolute highlight of Blackpool was at the Alakazam stand with Spellman. And I did my Batman impression for him. And the look that he gave me and what he said to me will live with me. I can't say it because there's a rude word in there, but will be a moment that lives in my heart forever. It was just it was so perfect.
Yeah.
It was just amazing.
Jenny put up a picture while we were in India of Harry and Holly, and I don't know what she put, like, you know, my gorgeous children, this and the other, and Spellman just posted it. He just commented, "Scum." You've got to appreciate Mark's known them since they were very little kids, so yeah. But it was so funny. Just see it, one word, scum. So
I always thought Jamie was very cheeky. You know, he's very cheeky behind the camera.
yeah,
Like when we were filming Tommy Bennett, he was flicking sweets at me. You know, he's very, very cheeky. He's nothing compared to Spellman.
oh yeah,
Spellman's
Spellman's
another
got
level.
zero filter, zero. Yeah. Oh, so a few good comments coming in about Andy's Cups and Balls course, which has just gone live on Unlimited. Yeah, that's great. Someone's asked if we're going to be carrying replacement bands for Fast and Loose. No, we're not, because in the booklet, I believe he tells you where to get them, and you get like a massive bag. I'm sure I saw Nemid post up a picture of a bag this big he got from Amazon for a couple of quid or something. So they tell you exactly the size and what to look for. Tracy said her highlight was the picture on the stand on the very first day. You didn't really spot that from up there, did you? From up on the balcony.
Hold on, we've got to go back a moment here, right? So I'm in the cafe outside the dealer halls, and I'm doing my Alakazam work.
Yeah.
And I found a really nice table where nobody could see what I'm doing on the screen, but they could sit around the table with me and chat. And I think it was Andrea and Gary Williams who sat with me, and one of them said, "Oh, have you seen this picture they've got? Have you seen your picture on the Alakazam stand?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I thought they were joking. So I text Tracy because I couldn't leave where I was, and I said, "Have you seen this picture on the Alakazam stand?" And she was with Jamie, and Jamie just started going, "Nothing to do with me. It's all Jenny. You know what she's like. It's nothing to do with me." And Tracy saw it, and she took the picture. So the first time I saw it was, I don't know if I can get it up here, was the picture that she sent me. Hold on. I don't know if I've got it on here, but yeah, from across so she was on the balcony, and she sent it across the. No, I haven't got it on here. From across the hallway. She sent the picture down to me, and I was like, genuinely like, "What is that?" Yeah, very funny though, very, very funny. Loads of people.
That was actually your engagement card. So that was the image.
I've got to pick it up.
Yeah, that was the image that was on the engagement card that she lost on the way down. And then when we got home, I said, "Oh, you're going to order another card?" She said, "Well, there's no point ordering a card now because it's too late. I'm going to get them a poster."
It's at the shop. I was supposed. Oh, there it is. There we go. So that's from the balcony. There's Harry working, and there's the picture.
So it's you as Captain America and Tracy as Miss Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, two captains, and for some reason I think I've got a sword. But I had loads of people come to me going, "Oh, I love the picture. I love the picture." I'm like, I cannot believe it. And then it disappeared, and Jenny kept telling me she'd sold it.
Yeah, no, it was a great Blackpool, and a big shout out to the two Russes and Chris Strickland as well, who looks after the dealers. Great. Yeah, Chris is fantastic. And obviously a big shout out to everyone that came to the Alakazam stand to say hello and to have a look at what was new. And not long now till the Alakazam convention. So we're really looking forward to seeing you lot there as well.
Are there tickets still available, Pete?
Not many. I think there's probably 4 or 5, if that. We're not publicising it because I don't want to hit the limit. I'm very cautious with stuff, even with products. You know, we get 25 in, I put 20 on the site. I always think, I don't want to oversell, I don't want to do this. So, and it's the same with these tickets. I'm sort of not pushing it. I'm not really talking about promoting it. It don't go out on emails and stuff like that. I'm quite happy where we are. There might be a final push later on. We got another meeting with the venue next week or the week after. So there might be a final push for another 10 tickets or whatever, but that's going to be it. But yeah, it's going to be here before you know it. And remember, if you are coming to the convention and you're staying overnight on a Saturday night, the Alakazam shop will be open from 10 o'clock till 2 o'clock on the Sunday as well. So if you haven't been to Alakazam HQ, you can pop in. I believe Wayne's going to be there.
I will be there.
I'm going to be there.
We've got some unofficial stuff might be happening on the Friday night as well.
Yes, we have. Well, we're definitely meeting up at the venue. So the registration desk, if you're coming down to the convention, we're going to be open for registration from 5:30 to 7:30. So you can come, register, get your lanyards and everything else, so you don't have to queue up on the Saturday morning. So if you're coming early, even if you want to go somewhere else and eat or whatever, it will be worth coming in and registering. But myself, Wayne, I think Spellman, Tom Wright, I think all the artists will be there on the Friday night just chilling out. So you'll be able to sit down with us, have a chat, get to meet everyone before the day starts the next day. Because even though, you know, we're saying it's going to be this big friendly day, which it is, we are going to be running about. You're hosting the whole day.
Yep.
So, you know, you're going to be running about like nobody's business.
I'm going to be here, there and everywhere.
Yeah.
And trying to get set up for the evening as well, which is the big part.
Yeah.
I have got a brand new gag for the comparing in the evening. I told you about it.
You did tell me about it.
It's a WG original, and I'm going to be premiering it at the convention, and it is very, very funny. I hope.
I can't wait. Right, Robert put that unfortunately the bands are not available in the US. Robert, if you're getting stuck, shoot us over an email and we will get them for you. All right? So, yeah, just let us know. So I presume this is a comment about your gag.
Look at that, the love of my life supporting me as always. Whenever I say to her, I've got something to tell you, she'll go, right, hold on, let me brace myself.
We all say that, Wayne. Right, that is it, mate. That's it for this week's Alakazam live podcast thing.
So really, we just got to recap a couple of things. One, this Thursday is the Adam Dadswell Spotlight. Yep. Next Wednesday is the Stamper live launch. Anything else happening?
I don't think so.
Now that you're back, has Jamie been doing the review shows and everything else?
Yeah, so, well, we should have a review show, I believe, going up this week. Jamie's down tomorrow, so Jamie's day in the shop is Wednesdays. So we may have a review show this weekend. It depends whether we've had, you know, enough new product coming in and whether we've had time to learn it, because we do like to perform it on the review show. So we'll have a look. But if not, we are filming social, so we will have social content going up. Obviously, we haven't had that much because we've been away. I know Harry filmed a lot before he went, but we will try and film some tomorrow. But I'm not sure if there's anything else happening in the evenings. But we will have a live launch for the Castle wallet as well. That will be in a few weeks' time. Jamie's been working, he's knocked out a few trailers for future releases. So a lot of the stuff you saw us do at Blackpool will soon be coming out as well. The first of which is Stamper, which is probably one of my favourite packet tricks ever. I will say that because I am carrying it. It is in my jacket pocket.
Do you know
And
what I've
I
got?
actually gigged it.
Do you know what I've got that I absolutely love? Well,
Go on.
3 Blackpool. The Castle wallet I absolutely adore.
It's
And watching
amazing.
Simon doing it just got me so excited about getting it out again and performing. It's in my bag. It goes everywhere with me.
Yeah.
2, also by Simon Lipkin, bottom dollar,
Yeah.
which fits perfectly in the Castle wallet strap.
Yeah.
So I've got that on me at all times as well. But one card in my pocket has got to be, it's so clever, so easy, and so amazing. I absolutely love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they're all coming out very soon. So on that note, we will say goodbye.
Right. Well, bye-bye, everyone.
Yeah, and we will see you this coming Thursday, 7 p.m. GMT on Facebook and YouTube, and next Tuesday on the Alakazam live podcast thing.
You going to come and say goodbye, Lee?
Right, see you later, Lee. I'm going to leave you actually with a performance of Predictor, and more of these are coming in stock. So once again, hit that notify me button. Right, Wayne, I'll speak to you later.
Speak to you soon. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.
I can predict your every move, and these 3 tests are going to prove it. Now, do you believe, honestly, Jamie, that I can predict your actions?
No.
No, you believe in free will. You believe every choice you make is down to you, right?
Yep.
Now, I'm going to throw that a little bit off. I'm going to throw that off course. Now, Jamie, we have got 3 tests here, okay? This is test number 1. Each test is super simple, but each one sort of levels up, and I'll explain why in a moment. So, let me grab them out here. We've got 2 piles of cards, like this. All we need you to do is pick 7 cards. You can have 7 from this pile, 7 from that pile, 3 from there, 4 from there, 2 from there, 5 from there. Choice is yours. You can go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Choice is yours, Jamie. But believe it or not, the more you try and throw me off, the more you fall into the trap, what everyone does. And it makes it easy for me. So really think about it. Where do you want to go first? Where do you want your first card from? This one.
This one.
Okay, so that's 1 out of 7.
That one.
2 out of 7. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Sure? Okay,
Yep.
Now, here's the cards that you could have had. Could have had any of these. But you chose these ones. Now, here's what test 1 says. It says 5 red, 2 black. Let's see what you've done. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red, 2 black. Pretty cool, isn't it? That was test number 1. Now you know how it kind of works. We're going to go again. All right, so let me put these over here. We're now on to test number 2. Dun, dun, dun. Boom, bada, bing. So, test number 2. Now you know, like I said, what's going to happen. I'm going to make it even easier for you. The ball's even in your court now. I'm going to turn the cards face up. So you know exactly what you're doing. Okay, so where do you want to go? I know, it levels it up. Again, it feels like a free choice. I know what you're going to do.
There.
This one first, right? So that's 1.
And another.
Okay, 2.
And another.
3.
And another.
Oh, wow. 4.
And one there.
5.
Yeah.
6.
And there.
7. Fair? Again,
Yep.
you could have any of these, all right? But you ended up with these ones. It was even face up. You chose what you wanted to go for. Test number 2 says 4 black, 3 red. 1, 2, 3, 4 black. 1, 2, 3 red. A perfect match. And now I know you're getting annoyed here because you don't know what I'm going to predict. So I'm going to make it even easier for you. I literally can't get any fairer than this. And this will ultimately prove it. The cards, I'm going to leave face up, okay? Even though I didn't help you last time. But I'm going to tell you what I'm predicting ahead of time. Test 3 is 4 red, 3 black. So now you know what I'm going to do. I'm still going to be able to predict your actions. Go for it.
I want to go for 1.
Yep, knew you would do that. So that's 1.
2.
Yep, knew you'd do that.
3.
Knew you'd do that.
4.
Knew you'd do that.
5. 6. 7.
Seriously. Right, now here's what I'm saying. You're trying your hardest to throw me off, right? Look, you could have had any of these, right? You're trying your hardest to throw me off. And you've gone for all from the same pile. So we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red, 1 black.
I beat you.
Here's the thing. You fall into the trap, my friend. I wasn't going for these. That's too obvious. I was going for the other side. Check this out. On the backs, we've got red and black cards. Look, 4 red. 1, 2, 3, 4 red playing cards. And we are left with a 3 black. Boom, bada, bing. I told you I could predict your actions. I'm what they call the predictor. Unbelievable.